Good morning, my child development students. I miss you so much. I wish we were together. These are really fun topics. I know it doesn't seem like it, but the developmental milestones, it's really fun talking about kids and looking at the videos and talking about your little brothers and sisters and cousins. And it's just it's a magical thing really that happens, I like to say, when we're in class together. So I wish that we were, but we're not, but hopefully we will be soon. So let's just kind of look through here a bit and see what you're going to be up to this week. So we've asked to post some things for you here about the Golden Apple nomination form, and there's a video. Also, this was here last week, but the counseling, it's time for you guys to course select. If you're a senior, good for you. Yay, go pick your college classes. But the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students, these are videos that may help you. And also seniors, financial aid, and some career things if you're interested in that, okay? So let's jump into week 4. Oh my gosh, can you believe we're almost halfway through? It's crazy. Can you hear my bird? That's my bird. It's Pecky. Okay, so I was really proud of you last week. There was a lot of information, but it was really just exposure, which really is the same this week. It's just important to understand that there are milestones, that there are developmental tasks that kids should meet. And it's important because as you observe the children as a teacher, child care provider, you realize they're not reaching them, and you need to look and figure out why and help them. Again, most important, all kids will not meet these milestones at the same time. Some will be early, some will be later. So you just have a general broad impression of when they should be meeting them, and if not, you check into it. So that's really why it's important, okay? So let's look at week 4. What are we going to be up to? All right, so this first thing, first couple things here, they're just really nice little videos about the developing brain, and then there's some questions. It's Alan Alda.
We're born with immature brains, in part because human anatomy limits the size of a newborn's head. As a result, much of the brain's growth takes place after birth.
Okay, so I'm not going to show that to you right now. I'll let you do it. This one's only 59 seconds, so it's pretty short. And you'll open this in the regular way and answer a few questions about that. No big deal. And replay it if you're not sure about the answers, and I think it's interesting. Okay? Uh-oh, there goes Buddy. Okay. Anyway, the next assignment is language development video and feedback. This one's a little bit longer. But again, he has an interview with a lady, and she talks about how important language development is. Oh, my word of mercy. Anyway, talks about the fact that we begin to become separated from other mammals and animals once we develop our ability to communicate and to speak. At about age 2 to 3, when you start developing that language acquisition. That's ridiculous, but you know what? I'm not going to change it or do this over just for fun. Let's see how long he goes. He'll quit in a minute. But yeah, so anyway, there we go. So click this to see the video, and then here's the assignment. All right? No big deal, just a few questions. Oh, this video was big. This is ridiculous. This video was big, so I couldn't embed it. He usually doesn't go that long. Crazy bird. Anyway, so you're supposed to click this and go to a site. I hope it works. I hope it works. It should take you to KPBS. Okay, so maybe if you put your name there, it'll take you where you need to go. I don't know. Let me know. Okay, we'll see. I'll help. If not, I'll change it. All right. The next thing then is these are really cute. There's really not anything to do with this other than just sit and understand it. Like this. These are 2-year-old development milestones, and then I have another one that's 3-year-old developmental milestones, and you can really see the difference in them. So observe the children in the 2, and then look at the 3 and make some observations there. So let's look at this little guy. He, socially, emotionally, he's defiant. He's showing which all kids do, showing defiant behavior. he doesn't want to do what he's being told, so let's
Rub
watch
both
him.
arms together. You know what this? Rub both arms together.
She's asking him to put both of his hands together and wash his hands.
Come on, rub them together. Come on.
And that little girl's just cute watching him. Now, I don't know why he didn't want to do that. You know, who knows? Is he stubborn? Was he tired? We're all grumpy and we just don't want to. So I don't know why, but that's what they do. They start to do that. Little kids playing next to each other. Now, let's watch this one. I want you to notice this little kid right here. See this little guy? So he's going to know parts of his body.
What's this?
Mouth.
Very good. What is this?
Ears.
Very good.
Okay. So he knew his mouth and he knew his ears. That one little guy that was just staring off in space here, let's look at him again. Now, he
What's this?
completely looks disengaged. Now, I don't know. He could be tired or completely unstimulated, but that's not so good. I don't know. Maybe he's just waiting his turn. Who knows what's going on here? But as a teacher, if he's like this all the time, that right there triggers something. He's probably not meeting other milestones as well. But you know, he could be the craziest kid in the world and having a great time. And then today he's just tired. We don't know. So, but that's the kind of thing that you want to watch out for. Okay? Yeah, this is cute.
I shot a hoop.
You got it in the hoop?
Yeah. So cuteness. So there you go. Following simple instructions. This one's cute.
Booyah.
Buddha.
Cutie. And then this little guy completes sentences using one hand, following instructions, a couple steps. It's very cute. Can name, this one's sweet. They're all sweet.
What's that?
Lion.
A lion.
Aw, it's a lion. She's very cute. And then this little guy beginning to run. This is impressive. Look how nicely this little 2-year-old holds that. That's amazing. Holds that.
Can you
Fine
draw a
motor
circle?
skills. That's really good.
Good job.
That's pretty good for a 2-year-old. Climb up and down and use their little hands and throw balls and kick balls. You can see they still look like little babies at 2. So, all right. So again, just be a curious and lifelong learner, you know, and please just look through those. They're cute anyway. All right. So the next thing then is the 3-year-old traits. Now, watch how much they have developed. This little guy, he can take turns. So watch him.
It's your turn. Your turn.
Aw, what a sweetie. You know, it's his turn. Now watch this little guy.
Hers.
Whose?
That's hers. That's hers.
Okay. Whose is this one?
Mine. That's mine.
Very nice. So good social emotional development. Other things, they can copy, I don't have videos for this, but copy adults and friends and show affection for their peers and show a wide range of emotions. And they can separate from their mom and dad pretty easily. May get upset with major changes in routine. I know I do still. And they can dress and undress themselves. Can you? I can. Okay, so language communication. He's a little cutie guy. He's kind of slow, but he can do it.
Pour your goldfish on the plate and then drink some juice.
Yeah, good job, Bella. So he's learning that. They're filming that specifically to watch them follow instructions with 2 or 3 steps. So. And then this guy, he's about as cute as you can get. Now, notice this little guy. He either seemed really young on the early side of 3, or, I don't know. So, again, this little guy, he's so smart. Let's look at him.
What is this?
A phone.
Good. What is this?
A block.
What is this?
A crayon.
What is this?
A book.
What is this?
A shoe.
What is this?
A shirt.
What is this?
A scissor.
Good.
Cute.
What is this one?
A cow.
Cuteness. Okay, so he is all there. He can name those familiar things. He's been reading. He's been enriched. Somebody's been teaching him. He's been watching TV. So so he's doing well. He's doing what he should do. She's cutie too. This little gal is probably on the lower side of 3. She's probably younger. You can tell.
Ready? Put it on your head. Good job. Put it in the bucket. You put it in the bucket? Can you put it under the green toy? Very good.
Okay, so she just had her quiz. So that's the kind of tests they get, in preschool. Wouldn't that be nice? And then he's so cute, I can't even tell you. I'm going to play this little guy.
What's the name of a friend you have?
Levi.
Levi is your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who else is your friend?
Trevor.
So cute. Yeah, so they're starting to get more developed and more social. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so I'll let you just go through here. Oh, these little dudes, let's watch them. So physically now they are really grown up, and look at him. His coordination is so good. Look at all those little fellas. They're just running around. So yeah, and they can start to ride tricycles and go up and down stairs and climb really well. And they're only 3. So they're doing a great job. So really a lot of difference between 2 and 3. And then if we were to look at 4 and 5, which we're not going to, tremendous growth in there. And again, as a teacher, you just need to make sure it's really important from 1 to 5, especially, that they meet these milestones, because it can't move forward unless they do. So it's really important as a parent and as a teacher, preschool teacher, that you start them out with a good foundation. Now, it's always a good foundation if kids love school and love being there, because that makes school fun. If they have a miserable time, then they get it in their mind that school is not fun. So you want to try to make it as positive and as wonderful as possible. Okay? So just kind of be aware of that. This next lovely chart is really just for reference if you want to look through this. It has everything up to age 5, I do believe, or maybe it's just age 3, I can't remember. But let's see, it's up to age 4. So it's, got lots and lots and lots, everything that they should be doing. So if you're curious, if you have a little brother or sister, look them up on here. If we were in class, we'd be having kids come in. We'd start with babies, and then the first year, and then we would have a variety of kids that are 2 and 3 and 4 years old, and we would look at this chart, and we would check them out, and we would chat with them and ask their mom and watch them and make observations, and then we would write some feedback about the observations, which is so much fun. Fun for you to bring them in, fun for us to see them, but unfortunately not able to do it. The next bit here, these are just really important words. I'm not going to open it. I have to make a copy and that whole thing. But these are really important words that you need to know. So it's good old definitions. So look these up on the internet and make sure it's child development based. Don't give me some random definition. Make sure that it's child development based, okay? You just really need to know these words. And almost done. And then the last thing that you're going to do, I was massively overwhelmed at all the information. There's so much good information about all of this subject. It's really hard to put it together. So I want you, again, to be a curious learner. And I want you to go on YouTube and just start videoing around. I'm searching around for videos. Find anything from ages 1 through 3, mostly 2 to 3, because we've already kind of looked at 1. But development in those first 3 years, it can be social, it can be physical, it can be the intellectual development, it can be anything at all about that. Don't make it too long, make it kind of short, because I'll share some of these videos. And you'll just give me some feedback, giving me a brief summary about it and a couple things that you learned. Not a big deal, but try to find something interesting that maybe we haven't looked at yet, because there are literally millions, probably thousands and thousands, I'm sure. So dig deep. Don't go to the first few, dig deep and find something cool and interesting. Okay? All right, that is it. That's all that we have this week. So going back here, looks like a lot there, but not all of it. You have to, only 4 really things you have to do. Okay? All right, I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're getting outside to play. I hope that you're fighting for your mental health and doing a good job with that, and being kind to your mom. Be kind to your mom, because she does lots of things for you. All right, my dear students, I miss you terribly. Take care, and I hope to see you soon. And do not hesitate to email me if anything is confusing or you have any troubles. All right?